Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
We are back at the ReBoot review, It's
Alphanumeric.
And tonight's episode is Season 1, Episode 11, Talent Night.
And I'm Katie.
Right. I'm Robin, by the way. We're watching Episode 11, Talent Night with you. So, this is
This is the episode. I mean, really.
It is very much a classic episode, very much beloved. But I actually don't think I appreciated it as much as I should have as a kid.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, but again, I'm thinking of 12-year-old me was looking for stuff she could take pretty seriously. And honestly, this episode doesn't really have much of a plot. It's pretty much all silly stuff.
Yeah, which 12-year-old me
right
really could appreciate. I was pretty down with that.
Yeah. So it's one of those episodes that I've really grown to appreciate now that I realize not everything has to have a serious high stakes plot, and it's okay sometimes just to let loose and have a little bit of fun in an episode of ReBoot.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my favorite thing of all time was when bad guys showed a little bit of goodness or kind of laid back.
Yes.
There's this one episode of Ninja Turtles where Shredder finally gets what he wants. He finally wins. And he's like, I don't want to win. And I remember I just ate that up because I was like, of course you wouldn't want to win. It's being running the world is awful.
Yeah, exactly. And it's more just the challenge of fighting those turtles.
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
joy of it.
And so obviously I'm sure Megabyte totally wants to win, but it's one of those things where it's kind of nice to see the villain not just be the villain.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very humanizing episode. And I guess the tension in the episode comes from the build-up that you get throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that unexpected payoff. And I think even watching this episode and finding it a bit silly, the ending is cool.
It's totally cool.
You just, yeah. And, I mean, there's a great song in it, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's called. I forget.
I wonder if we're going to end up singing along to it.
I used to know the lyrics.
I think we would come back to us, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make you listen to us sing.
Well, we'll be
unsynced
late at night. I'm
night.
sure too.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess all that aside, why don't we get started on Talent Night, starting now.
I come from the net, through systems, people,
it's a catchy song.
cities.
It's
a catchy song.
Oh, it's great.
I mean, it would be a very fun song to teach yourself to sing well.
I do think maybe I spent some time.
And I do remember us practicing it together at some point.
I think it's just...
I might have tried to learn a piano, teach myself a piano part for it once. I bet I could find that online, actually.
Yes, I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
The internet is a marvelous place.
Yeah, and of course it's Kathleen Barr actually singing it.
Yes. Yeah. Which is super cool.
Yeah. I guess, being an actor often entails singing as well. It's pretty standard to have the package of all of them, but nice to see her get to show off her talents a little bit. I'm sure it was fun for her.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, you get that sense just thinking about how the song comes out and how it sounds. It just sounds like she's having a fun time with it.
Yeah, it really does.
No one knows for sure, but I intend to find out.
Definitely not in this fluff episode, though.
Yes.
We're going to do everything but find out about the user in this episode. Brace yourselves.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's a silly fun good time.
I do remember thinking this was a game I'd be interested in trying to play.
Yeah.
I did like my racing games.
Enjoy failing, baby.
Yes.
I guess
I'd be pretty bad at it, but I mean, it'd be fun.
Yeah, this was a cool concept. Yeah, and the design of the vehicles is so weird, but I mean it makes sense when you consider what it's designed to do.
Yeah,
I wonder if this is based off of anything, like a video game from this era, because it seems like it's so specific.
Yeah,
what it entails.
True. Yeah.
How did they come up with this?
Yeah, well, they probably just sat and would have meetings where it was just brainstorming games.
Cool things they could be doing on Enzo's birthday.
That was a killer.
What do you do in Mainframe? Actually, given this episode, it seems like Mainframe's got a lot of stuff to do for being a podunk town, apparently.
Yeah,
coming along?
Yeah.
Very good point.
Some
In a
decent
bit.
entertainment center.
I
Well,
gotta
they're
check
big
my
on
messages.
games. They don't
You go
lose
ahead,
the
I'll be right
games.
up.
This
well,
is
with
true.
Bob,
Yeah.
so.
Bob? Thanks again for spending all this time with me. Doing all this stuff with you is the coolest present I could ever access.
His
Don't
voice
mention
changed,
it.
eh?
Enzo, it's your first birthday.
I think it
you
did
deserve
change
to be
for this
spoiled.
episode. Hold
Now go
on a
on.
second.
I'll be
Got
right
a
up.
little bit more
I'm gonna
juvenile.
double check that.
Thanks. I'm gonna
Ironically,
win this
given he's
time.
supposed to be older now.
Yeah, exactly.
You wish. Glitch. Give me
Okay,
dots.
hold on here. Yep. This is the episode at which we've switched from Jesse Moss to Matthew Sinclair.
Welcome, Matthew.
Yeah.
So I introduced
And
the
it's going to be
acts,
Matthew
and then I shut up.
until the end of season 2.
Okay.
don't
Yeah, so
care about the
he sticks
lighting.
around for a
Until
while.
he
Just
gets too old.
audition.
Yeah.
I like the red one, not the blue. Now what? Oh, hi, how's it going?
So far, so good. Enzo doesn't have a clue. How about you?
Way behind schedule.
Behind schedule? This isn't like you, Dot.
Bob, the acts are terrible. And the ones I do like, MC rejects.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
That is also Stevie Valance again.
Gotta keep Enzo busy
Oh,
at
of
least
The
course
voice of
it is.
Mouse, I guess,
Yeah.
because we're recording these one right after the other, but it's going to be like a
You
week
say so.
apart for you guys watching it at least.
Bob.
So,
But we're really on a mouse kick for the
yeah,
next
we were
little
talking a lot
while.
about her career, so this is another
And now,
contribution
here's
from
a
Stevie
group
Valance,
that you'll
at least
just
according to
wait
IMDb.
for, the fabulous
And IMDb is
Never
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 wrong.
wrong. Well, you do have to, like, in order to update an IMDb page, you do have to be, like, kind of verified. Like, it's not like Wikipedia where just anybody can go do something.
Right.
So it often is fairly accurate, but again, given they didn't have the rest of John O'Howard's season 1 writing credits, as we discussed last episode, it's obviously not perfect. Just a little touch there.
Yeah.
Enzo will love these guys.
No.
Why am I not surprised?
I guess we have to be paying
Next.
attention because this is a really good episode for trivia, too.
That's right.
There's so many little in-jokes and allusions to things, and I love this guy.
Me too.
And like the different people sizes.
Mike!
And I love how everyone there acknowledges how morbid this is.
I know.
This isn't just a thing that
Like
happens
someone who comes in
regularly.
and pops out their eye. Like it's something
Yeah,
people
the
do.
Guinness World Records kind of thing.
Yes.
And of course,
Oh, is it just me, Em, or are these acts getting worse?
for everyone who doesn't know, that is the reference to the Dire Straits music video,
Yeah.
Money for Nothing, which was the first thing that the executive producer Hub worked on all together back in England. So that's where those characters come from.
Yeah, and it gave them probably nightmares for years.
Yeah. So I'm sure it was very cathartic to do this.
And this was, of course, the
Now,
program,
give it up.
too,
It's
as
the
we've talked
Prince
about
of
before,
Puns,
that
Johnny
inspired the creation of
Albino.
hexadecimal, or
That's
partly
right.
inspired.
Yeah, working on that program.
Another good joke?
Yeah.
101, 1101, 11.
I don't know why we're staying quiet for this part. Like, we're waiting for the punchline.
It's so funny.
Just wait for it, guys.
10. Props to the voice actor who can actually put the
Deliver
right
this
emphasis.
like he's delivering a joke. I'm pretty sure we see that same rimshot guy in Al's waiter, Al's diner.
Probably.
Yeah.
So are we gonna keep them in suspense? Are we gonna-
You do it, Katie.
Okay.
This
The joke
guy's
is,
the one.
Take
Yeah.
my wife.
Really,
Please.
Matrix? There's gonna be children
So,
in the
a really good
audience.
choice of
I'm
joke.
afraid I can't approve of this one.
Given that, like, you can see why she'd disapprove of it,
Yes,
knowing the
that's
meaning,
right.
even though it's fairly tame, but she's pretty
Serving
strict.
slow
And
food
and
by
also
day,
it's hard to
dishing
find
fast
one-sentence
foods by
jokes,
night.
because
Please
clearly that could not be a
welcome
long joke for them to convert it to
Yeah,
binary.
it's amazing how long it took him to say that.
Get out here.
Oh, yeah.
We're on.
What?
You've rejected every act. Give
Okay,
me
but that one
one
made
good reason
sense.
why we can't put this guy in the show.
always made me think there was some personal history there between MC and House Waiter.
Exactly.
Unusual twist live.
He stood her up.
Juggling.
Oh yeah,
I thought this was banned.
that's a good line. I love the music.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of good musical work in this episode, which I'm guessing is still Bob Buckley responsible for so much of this, both composing the song that we'll see later and these extra. Because I don't think this music ever gets used again
I don't think
in the
so.
series.
I don't recognize it.
And it's such a great contrast with the horror that's clearly going on stage.
The question is it horrible because
I love how it rides on the giant doll. Sorry, we're horrible.
oh no, well I mean just because of the sounds they were making or because it's truly cruel.
Yeah, I think we get both.
Yeah.
What have we here? Lieutenant,
Music's
I
still
want
playing.
6 squads to scout the activity on level 1.
The activity.
Throw a party without inviting me? Really not. How rude.
I do, yeah, the sinister setup
Yeah, it's pretty
versus the
perfect.
fact that he literally is just offended that you would throw a party without him. He's like, he's the life of the town, I mean.
We've had our ups and downs.
Imagine how long it takes you to figure out how to control yourself in this thing before you even get to play this game.
Yeah, I
Just
wonder
stop
if
and
their
think about
sensors just
that.
hooked right into their little brain.
Yeah, directly to your neural something.
Yeah, whatever it is in the sprite's head. I mean, we just saw it in the last
That's
episode,
true, yeah.
but still, I'm not sure how it all works.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good lesson in sprite neurology.
We're gonna play this game. I'm gonna tape a Hoover to your hand.
I'm just imagining how this would all go down in your living room.
Oh, it would be fun. We do need some sort of anti-gravity
7
unit.
shock 8.
We'll bring in the
That's 5 in a
trampoline.
row.
Okay. Yes.
job,
Thank
Ricky
you.
boy.
Think good problem solving.
I try.
Right?
Megabyte?
I say, Bob.
Nice guy.
Nice
Yeah.
block.
It's a good touch.
You mind?
Right?
Right here, Bob.
Megabyte putting the sass.
Your
He,
good
well, he is pretty
friend,
sassy.
Yeah, it's
Let's-
very
yeah.
true.
And especially sassy in this episode, as we'll see.
Dot!
You killed him.
Okay.
Happy birthday,
What's your
Enzo.
problem?
You know where that thing goes. It's just like Charlie and Chocolate Factory all over again.
As to why I wasn't invited.
I
to
now
main
just imagine him
phase
ending up somewhere with a bunch of Oompa Loompa binomes.
Can I ask one of your viral slides? Can't you see we're trying to play a game here?
Very well.
Isn't it clear
We'll
Bob
see
doesn't
who's
love
playing
you?
what by the end of the
Good
cycle.
one. I'm proud of
I'm
you.
just as nasty as Megabyte. Oh, he's back.
These are back at. Never mind.
What are you guys talking about anyway?
Whoa, ho! Will you look here? Look at the time. Hey, want to go to the data slide?
Again, I've mentioned
it's
this
still
before, but I
open?
love scrambling
Actually,
Bob.
Bob, I'm
I
I love that he's
hungry.
capable of it.
Yes.
Thanks for everything, but can we go to the diner and access a bite? Ah!
And now, coming to us all the way from the principal office, it's the one, the only, Fong!
Oh, yes. Okay, I was like, what does he do? Now I remember.
Unforgettable. I have no idea what the next line is.
Thank you, Fong.
Fong really was a joke character. Or something. Like, I mean, he was the wise advisor in some respects, but like, given where he goes,
I know. All I can
It's
think
hard to
of is
imagine
what
this is-
happens to him, like the bad things that happen to him.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And now, playing their
He
smash
doesn't
tape, you
deserve
hit
that.
B, S, and P. Ooh, you love it.
yeah, it's really
the
true. He's just
small
this nice,
town
doddering old
binos.
man. It's funny how his wisdom doesn't really come through until much later.
maybe he's like, maybe he wants them to figure things out for themselves.
Yeah,
And that's what it all is.
It's all an act.
'Cause we're living with BS and P.
Of course, the BS&P joke, which again I had to explain to a friend who didn't know the history the show and the BSMD thing.
That would be a huge reason. There's so many inside-y type jokes that kids would never understand.
Yeah, I know. Like, as a kid, you watch it and you know it's a YMCA parody, but just... and they don't care that you are a kid and you don't know what BSMD is. Like, they're just entertaining themselves at this point.
Kids. This is funny for me.
Yeah.
That was great! You're in!
Oh, I agree.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, binomes and subroutines presenting the...
I remember always liking this part.
Me too.
Yeah. Catchy music and the way they do the visuals with it is so cool.
The primitive.
Yeah.
And for anyone who had YTV, I mean, this always will remind me of those interstitials.
Yeah,
you tell me that word.
Yes. And I want... Did they use this sort of like triangle, circle, square thing in their station promos as well?
That's what it is.
It feels like it rings bells for me, but I could be wrong.
Bad hair, great pipes. Need I say more? Give it up for Captain Quirk.
Mike didn't give you the option of him being the MC. Like, he just showed up, and you couldn't get rid of him, so you just had to resign yourself to it.
0 hour.
He's just like, not inviting me to
Right, he was going to be so miserable if you didn't let him do it that it just wasn't worth it.
I miss the Earth so much. I miss
like, again, this bit, it's like, what kid would ever care or know?
Yeah.
Timeless flight.
Even then, I've never liked the Shatner jokes. Like, it's just like, because I remember actually watching the show. It's like, he doesn't talk like that.
No, exactly. It's really true. Yeah, and it just became like, it was meme-ified. Like, it just became a reference to itself.
Yes, exactly. I do love this.
Irritable backdrop. What is irritable backdrop supposed to mean?
Irritable bowels?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, I love this.
Oh no, not breakdancing.
But like such a product of its era, because breakdancing is so cool now.
Yes.
That the idea that it ever would have...
cool.
I think it's cool that you can do it, but I think in 1994 it was considered dated. Like, I feel like it was like a late 80s thing, and so you're like, oh, breakdancing.
More breakdancing.
But now, with time, we've realized it's just awesome. So it's weird to see people reacting negatively to it.
The jam is moldy in the kitchen, and the rolling rabbit gathers no moss. What are you talking about?
Sir, Mainframe's population is conducting some celebratory event online at 2450.
Fun fact about Robin and I, we used to do typing class together. And
back when there was a such thing as typing class where you had like typewriters.
Yeah, true typewriters.
Yeah.
And we had to type the most random things, and we realized they were forcing us to write in spy code.
Yeah, basically.
To the Russians. That's when we found out we were going to be good friends.
Pretty much, yeah. It was actually in that class, us typing spy codes to each other and then making up our own.
Yes.
That was the beginning of the friendship, literally.
There's something to do with a bucket of jade on the dock.
At midnight.
Yes,
that was it. Just reverse engineering all these like actual really bizarre phrases from our typing textbook, which was written in like 85 or something. The toque guy.
Just
going down the water slide with your toque on.
Well, that's what I would do.
Yeah, we're Canadians. That's what we all do.
It's freezing up here.
Can we go already?
One more time for the birthday boy. Come on,
that
it'll
fake
be
smile
fun.
trying so hard.
How many times are you going to toss that kid around there, Bob?
Bob? Everyone's here, but we're not ready yet.
Sorry, Dot, but he's getting suspicious. He's getting anxious. He's...
Heading your way!
What do you mean, our way? When?
Now!
Looks like I'm going to have to take some drastic measures.
Good callback.
Come on!
Oh, yeah,
It'll be fun! Just one more time. Birthday boy this, birthday boy that.
You're
man,
acting a little bit ungrateful
Yeah,
there,
really.
Enzo. Yeah, come on. You're a man now.
Let me tell you, kid.
You are now voiced by Matthew Sinclair. Time to grow up.
Even though you might actually be much
A
younger.
younger child, yeah.
Certainly, sir.
Oh, well, there, of course, was the YTV promo reference.
Yes.
That
remember
robot,
loving that.
yeah. Again, Sprite's getting this elite status where when you throw a birthday party for like a 12-year-old
Right.
boy, the entire city comes out.
My thought is because he goes from 01 to 10, that it's like it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, true.
But I know.
With the weird time scales in mainframe, I would believe that this is like
My little brother.
Compiling up
Really
before
rare
our
event.
very eyes.
Congratulations, Enzo!
Or maybe it happens
Happy
really
first
often and they're like,
birthday.
oh my gosh, another party.
Your Honor.
Friggin'
attendance
Sprite.
mandatory. Wish they'd get over themselves.
We're the 99%.
He's alright. He's okay.
Although, you know, for as great as this is, like, I watch it now, and I can't get my head out of the idea that it's your birthday, and your big sister comes out to sing this flirty song in this sexy dress, but which is ostensibly actually aimed at your best friend / big brother figure.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here, I have to say. And I think it always sat a little weird with me.
It's so funny because we're watching it, and up until like before the song started, I was like, yeah, she sings it to Bob. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, nope. Nope, she's singing that to her little brother.
Yeah. But even if she was just singing it to Bob, it's Enzo's birthday.
Yeah.
Why would she come out and sing a sexy song to Bob on Enzo's birthday?
Because Dot has some issues that we have yet to overcome.
Yeah.
Well, now she's singing it to everyone else.
Yeah, there we go.
Your alphanumeric.
But nice job, Kathleen Barr.
Yes,
It was well done.
Yeah, maybe she didn't have to sing it so sassafrassy.
No.
What? They're very 2D.
I think that's part of like what I had to do to like render the huge crowd scene. And
He's
here we
dead.
go.
I guess he'll kill anyone to
Yeah,
get to this
just
party.
to be the center of attention.
So cool.
I know, like we've just gone Thailand at this part because we're like, oh yeah. This is amazing. It's so well done too, like just the timing and the heightened drama of all of it. And I love how even this
211.
211, of course, the Spinal Tap reference being the famous thing. But yeah, there's nothing about this that is out of character for Megabyte.
Yes, that's
As
true.
much as it comes at you as a surprise, you see it and you're like, yeah, of course Megabyte spends hours a week practicing his metal guitar solos.
Yeah, of course.
But also, of course, Bob plays too.
Yeah.
We've seen him rocking out in his apartment.
Holy!
Moly!
Is Slotch playing with spoons? I think he had a spoon there.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense too.
If I'm not mistaken, Megabyte totally does outmatch him.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no question. That's a good shot. The classic concert, like, guitar matter camera. I do love all the names here. We're just getting into it too. And how even physically they play with different styles.
Yes,
different physicalities and like moves and stuff.
And now I kill Bob.
Right?
Oh, no.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, that is such an awesome
Happy
moment.
birthday,
Yeah,
Enzo.
it is.
Yeah.
Also, everyone else who was going to perform, get fired.
Yeah. We're done.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megabyte
Nothing's
has
stopping
left
that.
the
And I love how he
building.
leaves in his limo. Like it's.
Oh, he's alive. Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's reassuring.
And it's over.
Yeah. I do have to say, I mean, I guess it is very selfishly motivated because Megabyte, like he says, he just always wanted to do that. So he will crash your party to do a thing that is just living out his fantasy. But I have to say, once we get to season 3, I think back to Talent Night frequently, and I miss that Megabyte.
I know. I was thinking the same thing as we were watching this episode. It's like when everything gets so dark and heavy later on, it's like it almost undermines the first 2 seasons, which are so light and fun. But I mean, still
but
serious.
even like slightly more humanizing to Megabyte. Like it almost kind of weakens him as a character in some ways, I think, because he goes from having a side to him that maybe is not all bad.
Yeah.
To just being straight up evil and bent on destruction, and
really enjoying the physical harm he brings on to the
yeah,
other
like
characters.
I feel like there was room for a more nuanced Megabyte that just kind of got lost in him being a tyrant.
Yes,
you know,
yeah,
and maybe that is how tyrants work.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes they go crazy. And
they just get into enough power, they don't want to relinquish it, and then they do lose their humanity. But I just I look back at this and I'm like, I miss the Megabyte who would hand a metal guitar to a kid, and not even just for it being lighter and cuter, but for it just being a more interesting character.
Yes, yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
Oh,
because humanizing your villains always makes them more interesting. But yeah, any last thoughts on Talent Night?
No, it was really fun. I think it's funny. Like it's just a fun episode every time I watch it. Although it is funny because even with a lot of those references, it's like, who cares? But okay, it's still fun.
Yeah, and actually now that I'm thinking back on it, I might be misremembering, but I think maybe one of the reasons why I didn't love this episode as a kid too was it was, in addition to not having a real plot, it was full of all these things I didn't really understand.
Yeah, exactly. So they were kind of boring.
Yeah. It was like, okay, I guess there's some things that they're dancing, and it's sort of fun to watch, but
honestly, the ending will always say that.
Yeah. This is very true. And of course you grow up and you enter the fandom and then you learn what all the in-jokes were and you realize there was a lot more to this episode than you thought there was. So maybe you learned something new today. These are the in-jokes that a lot of people know about the show already. Or the Talent Night
only we know them, and we've just unleashed the truth upon the universe.
Yeah, exactly. But I know maybe you learned something. Maybe you just enjoyed watching the episode with us. But that was Talent Night. This is the Reboot Review. I'm Robin.
I'm Katie.
Stay frosty.
You're alphanumeric.
Nice.
Yeah.